morning, dear students. Prayer. Today we are going to start chapter 15, Introduction to Graphs. Have you seen graphs in newspapers, magazines, television, books, etc.? The purpose of this graph is to represent numerical data in visual form so that we can easily understandable. So if we represent a numerical data in the form of a picture, we can easily understand what is that. In chapter 5 data handling, we learned bar graph, then double bar graph, then histogram, pie chart, etc. So these are all different ways of representing collected data. In chapter 5, they are explained what is the what is the use of bar graph. What is the use of bar graph? Bar graph is used for comparing data or comparing among categories, comparison among categories. I think all of you remember bar graph, double bar graph, etc. In bar graph, there are bars. We draw bars, right, like rectangles. In double bar graph, we have double bars, 2 bars. Okay. A bar graph is used to show comparison among categories. It may consist of 2 or more parallel vertical bars. Bars means rectangles. These are in the shape of rectangles. Horizontal or vertical bars in bar graphs. Okay, then bar graphs can also have a double bar. This is example for double bar graph. Okay. Next graph is pie graph or a circle graph or pie chart. A pie graph is used to compare parts of a whole. The circle represents the whole. This is the whole part and this chart is compare these parts of a whole. Next is a histogram. A histogram is a bar graph that shows data in intervals. It has adjacent bars over the intervals. It is adjacent bars. Okay, like this. Example is this. Bars are drawn adjacent. There is no gap like bar graph or double bar graph. There are no gaps between bars because there are no gaps between the intervals. These all types of bar graphs we already learned in chapter 5. In this chapter we are going to learn new graph, a line graph. A line graph displays data that changes continuously over periods of time. Once more, a line graph displays data that changes continuously over periods of time. They are given one example. When Reenu fell sick, her doctor maintained a record of her body temperature taken every 4 hours. That means time continuously changes over periods, isn't it? Between every 4 hours, doctor maintained a record of her temperature. It was in the form of graph. In next page here given. Look this. This is a line graph. So here 6 a.m. Then after 4 hour 10 a.m. Then after 4 hour 12 p.m. Then after 4 hour 6 p.m. And the measurements given here. 6 a.m. 37, 10 a.m. 40 degree, 2 p.m. 38 degree Celsius in Celsius scale, and 6 p.m. 35 degree. So this x-axis and y-axis we are drawn same like a bar graphs and we put dot here. Here we no need to draw bars. At the place of bar, here we put dots at the correct position. At 6 a.m. 37. So we take 6 a.m. 6 a.m. 37. Here 37 temperature. So here we put point. Now 10 a.m. 40 degree, so 10 a.m. here 40 degree, then here make a point. Then 2 p.m. 38 degrees Celsius, so this is corresponding to 2 p.m. and 38 corresponding to this line, and their meeting place we put dot. Then 6 p.m. here 6 p.m. this line is representing, and here 35. So joining point of that portion we put dots. Then we draw or join these dots continuously. We get a line graph. Then it is important to careful draw next 6. Then next is 10. So line draw like that. Then adjacent the line dots we joined. Then we get a line graph. Here, each piece of data is shown by a point on the square grid. Each data shown by a point, not in the type of bars. Here one point is given. So each data shown by a point on the square grid. Then the points are then connected by line segments. The result is the line graph. Then here given two examples, example 1 and example 2. These two examples you will read by yourself after this class. Now take page 236, exercise 15.1. First question. The following graph shows the temperature of a patient in a hospital recorded every hour. That is between every hour, 1 hour. The hospital nurse is recorded patient's temperature. A. What was the patient's temperature at 1 p.m.? Here we have a graph according to the data. Here given one line graph. So first question is what was the temperature at 1 p.m.? So we here 1 p.m. Then corresponding to 1 p.m. 36.5. 1 p.m. is here. So here look upward. Here the point corresponding to that line here 36.5 because 37 between here 1 degree Celsius adding. So middle point is 0.5. So here 36.5 degrees Celsius. Now B question, when was the patient's temperature 38.5 degrees Celsius? When was the patient's temperature 38.5 degree? So this is 38, this is 39, between this is 38.5 degree. So we moving continuously, here 38.5, that is corresponding to 12 noon. So the time is 12 noon. Now question C. The patient's temperature was the same 2 times during the period given. What were these 2 times? C question is during 2 times temperature same. So look this graph, anywhere same temperature. Yes, here same temperature 36.5. These 2 points are on the same line. So time corresponding to this is 1 p.m. and 2 p.m. So answer is 1 p.m. and 2 p.m. Next question D. What was the temperature at 1:30 p.m.? How did you arrive at your answer? The question is what was the temperature at 1:30 p.m. So 1:30 p.m. is between 1 p.m. and 2 p.m. That is this portion. So this is the middle. So correct. This is the 1:30 p.m. representing. Then here we see that between 1 p.m. and 2 p.m. there is constant temperature. Constant temperature means no changes in the temperature. That is why this line segment is correct straight line. So this is line segment. These two are points. So joining this line is a straight line. So here constant temperature. So at 1:30 p.m. also that patient have temperature 36.5 degrees Celsius. Question E. During which periods did the patient's temperature showed an upward trend? Upward trend means this like this upward trend. So here this 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. upward, showing upward direction. Then 10 a.m. to 11 here also upward. Then 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. also shows upward direction. So answer is 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. then 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. then 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Now question 2. The following line graphs shows the yearly sales figures for a manufacturing company. Question A. What were the sales in question number 1 2002 and second 2006? So here in this graph, this portion is representing sales in rupees crores. That means 2 crore, 4 crore, 6 crore like that. Then in question asked what were the sales in 2002. So 2002 is 4 crores in rupees 4 crores. Then in 2006 is corresponding to 8. So here 8 crores. Now question B, what were the sale in 2003? So 2003 corresponding to 7, between 6 and 8, here 7, so 7 crores. And in 2005 is this, okay, 10 crores. Next question C, compute the difference between the sales in 2002 and 2006. So we need to compute the difference in the sales in 2002 and 2006. So in 2002 4 crores and 2006 8 crores. So 8 minus 4. So difference is 8 minus 4 is 4. So difference is 4 crores. Now question D, in which year was there the greatest difference between the sales as compared to its previous year? In which year was there the greatest difference between the sales as compared to its previous year? So here we need to compute the difference between previous year, difference between two periods together. So here 2003 7 crores minus 2002 4 crores. So 7 crores minus 4 crores we get 3 crores. Then 2003 minus 2004, that is 2004 6, 2003 7. So 7 minus 6 we get 1 crore. Then next is 2005 and 2004 and 5. So 2005 10 crore and 2004 6 crores. So 10 crore minus 6 crores we get 4 crores. Then next is 2005 and 2006. So 2005 10 crores minus 2006 8 crores. So 10 minus 8 2. So here which have a greater difference? This shows a greater difference. Between 2004 and 2005 there is a greater difference. So this is the correct answer. In year 2005 the difference between the sales as compared to its previous year was greatest. Now question number 3 for homework, 4 also homework, and question number 6 also homework. These are all here given some graphs and some questions related to that graphs. So you will do homework. Now question 5. Use the tables below to draw line graphs. Here we are going to draw line graphs. First is the number of days a hillside city received snow in different years. So first draw x-axis and y-axis. Same for like double bar graph or bar graph. So we draw x-axis and y-axis. Then here days 8, 10, 5, 12. So in this side we take number of days. So here given 8, 10, 5, 12. So we take this number of days, 1 unit equal to 2 days. Okay, 1 unit equal to 2 days. That is here 2, then 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay, like that we take. And in this side we represent a year. So year is, we can't able to continuously represent this year. So here we put exact line. This we already learned in chapter 5. So please revise that. In chapter 5 we learned this related with the histogram. Okay. So here we put this. Then here starting is 2003. So here 2003. Then 2004, then 2005, then 2006. So here given between this gap is the same. Keep same gap between these years, and here also keep same gap. Okay. So you are drawing in graph book. So it is very easy. Now 2003. How many days? 8. So corresponding to 2003, 8 days. So here we put a dot. Okay. Now corresponding to 2004, 10. So corresponding to 2004, correct. Here 10. Okay. Now 2005, 5. So between this 4 and 6, 5 comes. So here 5. So 2005 corresponding to this is the point. Now 2006 is last one, 12 corresponding, here 12. So we put here dot. Now next step is join these points. So corresponding to 2003 is this one, and 2004 this. So join these two. Okay, then next is 2005, that is this. So draw like this. Then next is 2006. So join this. So we get a line graph like this. Here one thing always remember in your mind, that join adjacent points. After this you have a tendency to draw a line segment to here. No, that is not correct. Adjacent points join together. Okay, we get a line graph. Next question 5b. Population in thousands of men and women in a village in different years. So population of men and women given separately in a village. Years 2003, 2004, 2005, 2006, 2007. So here we need to make a line graph. So first draw this axis, and here in box given number of men 12, 12.5, 13, 13.2, 13.5, and number of women 11.3, 11.9, 13, 13.6, 12.8. So the numbers are like this. We take 1 unit is equal to 1000 population. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like that we take. And here population given in thousands. So 1 unit is equal to 1000. So this is 1000, 2000, 3000, 4000 like that. Okay. And years 2003, 2004 like that we write here. Now first we are going to draw line graph of men, representing men. So in 2003, 12,000. So corresponding to this. So 2003, 12. Here make a point. Okay. Now 2004, 12.5. So 12.5 between 12 and 13. So here point. Now next is 2005, 13. So 2005, 13 corresponding here. Okay. Now next is 2006, 13.2. So 13.2, little difference between 13 and 13.2. So here 13.2. Okay. Now next is 2007 13.5 again. Sorry, not again. 13.5. So between this here you make you take use ruler for. Okay, this is correct. Yes. So we put dots corresponding to the data. Now join these dots. So let's join. We get a line graph of representing men in that village. Now next is going to draw line graph of woman. Okay. So woman. So 2003 11.3. So in this same graph we are going to draw a line graph representing woman. So number of women 2003 11.3. So 2003 11.3 means here. Okay, 11.3. Now next is 2004 11.9. So here just below 12 11.9. Now next is 2005 13. So 2005 corresponding to 13. So this is 13. Both have same point. Okay, 13. Now next is 2006 13.6. So 2006 13.6. So here. And last 12.8. 2007 12.8. So 12.8 here. So now join these dots. So we get a line graph of woman. So you can use different colors for representing different graphs or different methods, like this is lines, joined lines, and here we can use dotted lines for representing line graph of a woman. Like that we can choose any one. Here red color lines represent the number of women's, population of women's, and black color line represent the population of men. Now question number 7. Can there be a time temperature graph as follows? Justify your answer. So here given 4 graphs, 4 line graphs. We are going to say which is correct or which graph represent the time temperature graph. So take first one, here time, here temperature. Graph is going upwards. That this graph means time. When time increasing, temperature also increasing. Is it correct graph? Can you guess? Yes, we can say this is correct because here temperature, so time increases, temperature also increases. In morning we have a little hot. In noon time very hot. Like that the temperature increases. So in physics you are learned this, isn't it? So this graph is showing temperature, time temperature graph. Now next is another graph. Here also time, here temperature. Here time increasing, temperature decreases. When time increases, temperature decreases. Is it representing time temperature graph? Yes, this also represents time temperature graph because here time increasing, we can say that afternoon, from 12 to afternoon, 12 or 1 p.m. we have very hot. Then weather hot decreases. At the evening time hot is decreases. So we can say that this is also time temperature graph. When time increasing, temperature decreases. Okay. Now next is another graph for this time, this side temperature, and this graph represents In a particular time, in one particular time, temperature increases continuously. It is not possible. It cannot be a time temperature graph because it shows infinitely many different temperatures at one particular time. Here showing what if suppose this is 12 a.m. then this in this 12 a.m. here showing different temperatures. So many temperatures continuously. This is not possible. So this is not correct. Now next is time here. Here temperature going steady. Time increases, temperature not increases, not decreases, constant temperature. This is also represent time temperature graph in fixed temperature on different times. So this exercise over. So homework questions, question 3, question 4 and question 6. Okay, so do yourself, write notes, study well. Thank you.